going to show you how I do my glucose testing. I use the Contour Next. It's put out by Bayer, and so you take one of these. There's like 50 in the container here, and so you take one of these test strips and put it in there, and this is where your drop of blood's going to go, right on that edge there. So we'll put that there, and then I always get a tissue, and these are the alcohol wipes. So you pick the whatever finger, any finger, the tip of it, and just wipe it a little bit. And then this has got your needle in there, in here. So you just prick it. And you just need a little bit, so not very much. And you put it on there. It doesn't hurt at all. I mean, a little bit, but not bad. So it's 117. Now I kind of expected it was going to be higher than 117, and I ate some egg rolls about, I would say about 45 minutes ago. And so, well, anyway, first I take the alcohol pad that I saved and I put it where I pricked myself, and just, I take a baby aspirin, so I do bleed pretty easily, and I'll just wait until it stops. Okay, so so I ate 2 egg rolls, and that was my lunch. And for my mid-morning snack, all I had was peanut butter crackers. That's all I had. And for breakfast, I had toast and coffee. So I've actually eaten kind of light today so far. And I thought my glucose would be higher than 117. But 117 is good, especially after eating. It's pretty good, because sometimes it goes up to 140 or 150 or 160. So when you're all done, then you write that down if you want to. You just take this out, and what I have is Glucerna shakes. I save the bottle, and I put my garbage in there, like my needles. So here's the next one, because you don't reuse your needles. Okay, so let's do a red one. Okay, so you just take this top off. It just snaps off. Be careful and pull out the old needle. That was the old one that just pricked me, and that goes in my in my Glucerna container here. Okay, so that's that. And then the new one, you just put it into this hole right here and push it down till it snaps. Kind of take this top part off. Put this back on. Now I'm a little bit shaky, and I'm probably needing some protein or something, so but when I get like this, it's not that a protein shake will do the trick, but because you don't want your sugar like to go down and then to go, climb up really high, and then it'll come down again, and then doing all that, you get a headache. So what you do is instead of grabbing a shake like now, what I'll probably do is just go get a couple of crackers and um, and I'll do that. My sugar's not low and it's not high, but it's coming down or it's going up. I don't know what it was before, so I can't, tell you. I can only tell you like how I feel, and I feel it's either coming down, probably. Um, After when you're, you know, diabetic enough, long enough, you can kind of tell how you feel. Like I'm not hungry right now. That's a different feeling. If you get hungry and then you get lightheaded and kind of sort of dizzy a little bit, but kind of foggy a little bit, where you just don't feel good. But that's a dizzy kind of a feeling, and I don't have that right now. I have my sugar must have been higher, and it's come down now to 117. And I can kind of tell that because doing it before, I can tell that it's like coming down off of a high number. So it might have been 160 or it might have been 170. I don't know, but probably because I've done it before when I've tested high like that, and then later on when my sugar comes back down to normal, then you don't feel right, but you just keep plugging away, and you and um, it'll go away. I'm just in another half hour I won't feel the same way that I do, and that's because I'll go get a snack. And so um, snacks are not always like 10 or 2. Snacks are it could be 9:30, it could be 10:30. So it's mid morning. It's better that I say it like that. So breakfast is when I first get up, like between 7 and 8. That's breakfast. That's like a bowl of Cheerios, or it could be a bowl of Raisin Bran or something, in the coffee, or sometimes just toast and coffee, or sometimes an egg and toast and coffee, or sometimes like an egg McMuffin, or sometimes English muffin or a bagel. So it all depends, but that's breakfast. And then lunch is, or I then snack is some crackers or half a banana, and that's like the mid-morning snack. And then lunch would be a sandwich, or today I had 2 egg rolls. So, but like 300 calories, 300 and something calories, stay right around the 300 calorie mark. And then I'll have a snack again in just a little while. I have a snack, and I have to go down and see what it is. But it could be a yogurt, or um, it could be a fruit. If I had an apple, maybe I'd want that. It's depending on what you want. I'm not like a picky eater or fussy eater, but then on the other hand, I am, because sometimes you just don't want a half banana, or sometimes you just don't want yogurt. You want maybe a thing of applesauce or something else, but you just grab a snack, whatever it is that you want. And then supper or dinner time, supper time, would be a regular meal, and then I'll snack again about 7. That will be uh, either an orange or tangerine, or I'll have, now oranges and tangerines don't work the best for me, but I'll have that now and then just because I like it. And my sugar will be low by that time. By 7 o'clock tonight, it'll be down, and my sugar will test somewhere like 70s or 80s, and sometimes 90s, but it'll go anywhere in through there, and that's like at 7 o'clock at night, and I'm really feeling hungry. And so if you eat a nice protein meal, that helps so you don't feel quite so hungry. But I'm going to go through meals, different meals, and I kind of like use the same ones. I've got like 5, 6 of them, or I don't know how many I've got. I've got a few of them that are planned for the week. And when I go out grocery shopping, like I'll get stuff, I always take my list with me and get stuff for the week. what I've actually been thinking about doing is um, getting some more information about the Nutrisystem D that they have now. I think they've had it for a little while, but I've seen the advertisement. It's for diabetics, and depending on what the price is and whatever, I'm gonna call them or go online and check that out. And this way, the meals are already made. Lazy. Okay, so I just thought that maybe, that would help me because my diabetes has changed. You know, you go through the beginning phase of it where you're just told you have diabetes, and it's not like a big deal, maybe like a little bit of a bummer, but it's not like a big deal because you kind of just stop drinking sodas, or you kind of like lay off on the sugars, don't have pies and cakes and all that stuff. So that's why it's not like a big deal, because at first it's, oh, I can do this, I can give this up, I don't need this. And then later on you thought, you'd think to yourself, well, gee, I'd like a piece of cake, or I'd like a pie, or whatever like that. But you don't really have a lot of sugars in your diet. So, but if you go to a birthday party or something and somebody offers you a piece of cake, birthday cake, you think, gosh, I haven't had cake in a long time, maybe months and months and months and months. Surely a little piece is not going to kill me. So, you go through all these stages, and you'll quickly get out of that stage because you won't feel right after eating the sugars. So then you'll learn to say, no, thank you, but I mean, it would be nice to have a piece of cake, but no, thank you, because I don't want to feel loopy, and I don't want to feel dizzy, and I don't want to get up or sit down and feel a little lightheaded. So I kind of don't have cakes and pies and all that stuff anymore. But in the beginning, you kind of do, because you think you can do this. You think, oh, I got this. This is cool, but not so bad, But then later on, when it all hits you right, and you go, well, this is really having to be very disciplined and say no to cake. But then you can get away with eating like 6 meals a day, which is something that I never did, which I'll tell you about that in another video. But my eating habits were atrocious. When I was younger, I mean, I would skip meals like you wouldn't believe, and I would go all day long without eating. But anyway, I'll tell you more about that. I just wanted to tell you how I check my blood sugar when I don't feel right, and this 117 is within normal limits, so it's actually a little bit low, like I said before. I expected it to be, it should be like 140s or something, but it's good that it's 117, because that you want to stay under 140. But or if you get into the 140s, that's like you need to stay lower because of the effect it has on your eyes with your blood sugar. And I'll go more into the eyes and all that, because I used to work in an eye center, and we had a lot of diabetic retinopathies and age-related macular degeneration, things like that. And so I'm all familiar with that. But I did ask my eye doctor about my blood sugars, and she said it doesn't really affect the eyes until like it's over in the 140s, like 150, 60, 70. People that are up in the 200s, they might have some damage there to their eyes, but it'd be over time, not like a one-time deal. But if that's how you eat every day for months and months and months, then you're just, off your plan. But so the thing is, you can eat like 6 meals a day, but they're like more or less snacks. They're not huge meals. Like breakfast would be, 300 calories. Lunch would be 300 and some calories, and then supper would be, 400 or 500 calories. So you're trying to stay somewhere around 1,200 or 1,400 no more than 1,600 calories a day. So if you stay into the 1,200 or 1,400, you're doing pretty good. That's like average. And you can go up and down a little bit. And even if you had a 1,600 calorie intake for one day isn't gonna make you go. It's not gonna do anything to you. The next day, just get back on your 1,200 calories. 12 to 1,300. I usually average somewhere between 1,200 and 1,400. And you'll do all that by writing it down, and then you know what your calories are after you've had diabetes a couple of years. You'll know what your calories are, how much in a bowl of broccoli, or how much in a bowl of applesauce, or you'll know what you can eat. You'll memorize them, and it'll be much simpler. But at first, it just seems like a whole lot to take in. So I just wanted to show you my blood sugar, and not that I'm really low right now, because if I was to take it tonight, it would probably be in the 70s. Not always, it doesn't happen all the time, but if I feel goofy and I wanted to record this, and if it was nighttime, like 7 o'clock or so, around 7 or 8 is like the witching hour for me, because if I don't eat properly for supper, then I might feel lousy like later on. But anyway, this is kind of like the in-between. It's not real lousy, but you know that your sugar is coming down off a higher number. So, but anyway, I just wanted to show you that. And basically 117 is good. It's a good number. And so I will, I hope you liked the video. Please subscribe and give me thumbs up. And comments if you have diabetes. If you have any comments, feel free to put them below. And I'll see you next time. Have a great day.